Yeah, firstly, Oisín, I suppose huge congratulations on promotion from Division 4. Big day on Saturday, the final of the Division 4 in Croke Park against Sligo. Great to be here. I suppose it's about 6 months ago we spoke briefly at Up for the Match. You probably didn't know what you were letting yourself in for at that stage, but you know, Division 4 has always been a real cagey affair, and it turned out that way. It's a real roller coaster down there, but it's great to be where you are now.
Yeah, it was, and I think like I couldn't say enough about the lads, because like really and truly, we were really behind the eight ball the first couple of games. We left ourselves with a lot to do. We had a point after 2 games, and as I say, we were struggling a little bit maybe to find out. We were building up a bit of trust between. They were starting to trust me, and I was starting to trust them, and then it just clicked. And from the London game, we haven't looked back. I don't think in the last couple of weeks we've set the world alight, but we've done enough to secure promotion, and that was a massive thing. It was one of a huge goal at the start of the year, so that was ticked off, and we move on to Croke Park. And I think if people are in any doubt like what we're going to Croke Park to do, we're going to Croke Park to win, and that's the only thing that's in our head at this stage. Whether that happens or not remains to be seen, but that's certainly the intention, and there's no such thing as holding back for championship or anything else. It's gung ho, and the challenge week will look after itself. The week after, and we'll take one game as it comes. It's a cliche for you, but we'll take one game as it comes, and we'll see how the bodies react to playing in Croke Park, and we'll recover and get ready for the following week then. So it's a massive 2 weeks for us. There's no point in saying any different.
Yeah, a massive 2 weeks, and I suppose we'll probably look back a bit first, and after that evening in Carlow coming out, probably the game in your hands. Probably even to get a point was good, and it's probably one of the points that got you up, obviously. But at that stage, it looked like it was a point lost maybe, and deflated things a bit. But for me, you turned the corner with London. You went on to beat Laois away, which was a huge result. But for me, the Leitrim game, conceding that goal in the second half, it looked kind of like your goose was cooked a bit. But for the lads to come back and rattle off 6 or 7 scores in a row, that really showed the character that was needed to come out of this division.
Yeah, I suppose the strange thing is that even though we were only getting to know each other, you could even sense in the change room there's no problem with leaders, there's no problem with characters, and there's no problem with the character of the team. They have to be set up in the right way. That's the first thing, and then the players have to be allowed to play. And I think they just enforced their will that day on Leitrim, and finished the game, rattled off the last 6 points, and that was obviously a crucial victory, in the larger scheme of things. But you even go back to Carlow, and you come out of that game, and you're absolutely, it's soul destroying. Do you know what I mean? Because you feel as if you've done enough to win the game, and you come out with a point, and you're not sure if that point's going to be any good to you at the end of the year. Like if we had to lose out in promotion, we'd be kicking ourselves over that game. But if you look at that game and you look at how poor we were for the last 25 minutes against Sligo, definitely there was a bit of soul searching done after those 2 games. But since that, as I say, you rightly pick out the Leitrim game, because Leitrim are no slouches. I think everybody has seen that through Division 4, and probably Will County was very unlucky not to go up, but to reel off the last 6 points, completely dominate everywhere in the pitch that day, was a real signal that we sort of turned the corner a little bit.
Yeah, and I suppose I was just looking through the table before I came to beach, for Leitrim to find themselves 5th in the table, they must be scratching their heads a little bit, because they went into the last day or two with every chance of probably qualifying. And I think it made the division so exciting one way, but I think it was in Wicklow's favour that everyone had to kind of beat everyone as well. Sligo couldn't even let go the last day; they had to still go for victory just to be sure. With Leitrim had to beat Laois to give themselves a chance coming into that, and I think the cards kind of fell nicely for us as well as that.
So. Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think we accept that the Leitrim beating Laois, just put us back in the mix, give us a real opportunity, and we talked last week about not looking to gift horse in the mouth. We needed to go down to Waterford and do a job, and then done a job, and we hope for the best then after that. But Sligo beating Leitrim meant that, you know, we go up. But I do think though, when all is said and done, I think we deserve to go up. I think, you know, there was those run of games, and a few times maybe we can consider ourselves slightly unlucky, but I think in the overall scheme of things, I think, you know, had we not gone up, it would have been an injustice.
Yeah, to be only beaten once and not go up, as you said, would have been a huge injustice. And I suppose looking forward to the final, the shackles can be off of being this one. Really, you know, as you said, you have the stick to beat them with about the Sligo game the first day, I suppose, and you know, of course, there's the little subplot of yourself and the Sligo manager going toe to toe. You know, good friends, clubmen, comrades. So not for an hour on Saturday.
Not for this week. But yeah, no. Look, that is a subplot. But like, yeah, you're right. I mean, we can go and we can enjoy everything that, you know, the occasion involves and all that sort of thing, and it'll be a good experience. I asked our boys before training tonight how many people have played in Croke Park before, and only 2 have played in Croke Park. I think that's a bit of a sin. So I think, you know, we'll have had that run out after Saturday, and hopefully their first experience for a lot of players is a good experience at Croke Park. And I think there's a lot involved. There's a bit more involved in the build up and different things. Yeah, it's not an All-Ireland final, but there's more things involved this week. There's a few more little distractions here and there. But at the end of the day, you know, it'll still be a game of football. It'll be 15 against 15, and that's what we have to, you know, it's our job to concentrate the minds. And I think just from training tonight, you know, that there's a real bounce about them. There's just that extra bounce in their step, and everybody's just looking forward to it. And I think, you know, for us to be going to Croke Park is makes for a great occasion for us and for the people of Wicklow, and we want to go there and we want to do all of those people proud.
Yeah, and look, I suppose, as you alluded to earlier, it's very close to championship time. You take one game at a time, but it's the perfect step into championship, a hugely competitive national final, and you know, like, it's a great step with championship coming as well.
Yeah, funny, like I've heard a lot of the commentary over the last couple of weeks about teams and whether they really want to be in a league final, and it just makes my it has the possibility of making my mind explode, because I can't understand why anybody wouldn't want to play in a national league final at whatever level. So there's been no question of that with us. We're delighted to be there. We're going to get on with it, and we have 35 lads who are really looking forward to it. Because at the end of the day, like, regardless of me and Tony or, you know, any of that sort of stuff, Croke Park or any of those sort of things, at the end of the day, like, it's about the 35 lads who have busted themselves basically since I come in here, training wise and everything else, commitment wise. So it's about them and them going out there and feeling the freedom to express themselves.
Well, on that note, Oisín, I wish you the very, very best of luck on Saturday. I hope all goes well, and in the championship a week later as well. So thanks a million for taking your time out on a busy week. And
thanks, Emmett. Appreciate it.
Wicklow.
Look forward to it.